Alrighty, hello there, welcome back, etc. We're going to dive back into this game in just a moment, but first we got to review what's been changed since yesterday's playthrough. And you can see the version number has popped up again, significantly. I didn't encounter any bugs technically yesterday, not one, which is a welcome relief, isn't it? Usually there's like little things here and there. That said, there was none. Even without encountering bugs, I did some bug fixes, and even beyond that, we did some serious rejigging of the game itself proper. So the bug fixes were just typos. When I was doing my fixes for to take into account the abusability of things like the Gluttony Miracle and the new Conjure Food spell, which I haven't playtested yet. I mean, I playtested it to make sure it worked. It works. I haven't playtested it to see if it's balanced. But after yesterday's work with Gluttony, I think Conjure Food might have been even more abusable in retrospect. So let's talk about what we changed. In the course of trying to address that, I found a bunch of typos. Not a big deal, but if you were to query pears, cherries, plums, parsnips, coconuts, cabbages, leeks, you would have seen the word relationship spelled relationship. It's been fixed. And if you queried cooked pheasant, there was a duplication of a word in there, so that's been fixed. Not a big deal. In terms of how we addressed that problem, I did it in two ways. One, the problem being the abusability of gluttony and conjure food. I mean, the easiest way to address it would be just remove that miracle and remove that spell from the game, replace the miracle for Talltiowardan. I don't want to do that. They're cool. They add something to the game. They're interesting. So I don't want to ever make the game lesser by removing stuff if I can avoid it. So the first thing I did was I bumped up the cost of gluttony. Let's go ahead and load the game. Let's check. Let's make sure that that's going okay. P.S. None of the stuff I've changed here has been tested yet, so I may have to tweak it as we go or something. We'll see. I bumped up the cost of gluttony to match that of conjure food, which was not 60. It was 45. Let's make sure that the actual query of it works. Listing gluttony is still listed as 15 faith points. Let me write that for myself. But when we point at it, you see in the info panel number 1, it says 45. Up here it says 15. So let me note that for myself. I'll fix that between games. Don't worry about that for now. Gluttony 15 faith. That's literally just changing one character in the entire code. So we'll do that. It does say it costs 45 now. So hopefully that helps address the problem by the fact that it costs 3 times as much, right? We were able to abuse that because we kept conjuring stuff, and we conjured stuff that gave us faith back, which meant we could conjure more stuff. If we're only getting 1/3 as much food, hopefully it's less abusable. That makes sense because it would cost us 3 times as much. That said, I still implemented one other thing, and we can't test it yet, but I'm going to tell you about it. When we can cook this rabbit, we'll find out if it's working. And there's now a satiation system in the game, and what that is, I talked about yesterday, maybe doing like 3 times a day you can eat or something. I scrapped that idea. What it is instead is when you eat, you get a negative effect. It appears over here. It doesn't hurt you in any way other than that you can't eat again until the negative effect goes away. If you eat any kind of cooked meat, it'll last for 100 turns. If you eat anything else, like fruits or vegetables or whatever, it'll last for 50 turns. So it's not that severe of a penalty. I can up it later if I need to. It'd be pretty easy to up it, but we won't know how it works until we play test it. So I'll have to play test it with this guy. I'll play test it with other characters later when you're not watching as well. But be aware, I have no idea if it works. For all I know, we'll try it and the game will crash or something. I don't know. Let's find out. Also on that note, because of that change, like right here, the food is uncooked, and we do not have the perk called Eat It Raw. So we have no way to eat this uncooked rabbit right now. Certain characters might. But anywhere you could eat something when you query it, I also had to adjust the text that's written here. So I have no idea if any of that text wrote over the edge of the screen or something. So we'll have to keep an eye out. On every food type we find, we'll have to keep an eye out and see if it's still querying properly. Let me turn the volume up a little bit in my ears because I can't hear a thing. There we go. Alright. Got ourselves a pretty simple undead here. This is, what? A Shrouded Rotter. P.S. Something we didn't note in yesterday's playthrough, of course. We took that elevator. It brought us up a level. So we're still only on dungeon level 5. We went up a level in the elevator, then we came down the stairs. So we're back where we started yesterday, essentially, in terms of depth. That's a good thing. Let's kill off this guy. His main ability we have to watch out for, 5% chance of causing white rot every time he hits us. Of course, we are well preserved, so... He's dicking around in the stench here, because he can take it, I can't. He's immune to stench. Can't resurrect him. Killed the giant mosquito. It could have caused red stain fugue. We had a little beware sign here, written in blood. What that is telling us is this square indicates that there is a trap somewhere within 2 squares. The warning itself has no direct effect and is passable by you and all monsters. Now, what that could be is this is trap, this is a trap, this is a trap. Maybe they all are, for all I know, but this is 2 squares away, this is 2 squares away, this is 2 squares away. So one of these is a trap. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. What do we got here? A wood woes, you've seen them before. This is a shaggy healer. He's got low power defensive spells, 20 spell points. Let's kill him and find out what he drops as treasure. Here he's healing himself. With a light healing spell, got back 4 health. Killed him anyway. A wand of water breathing. Son of a bitch, we got some good wands. We got to drop more stuff and increase the number of wands we're carrying. I might just drop the floating disc scroll. I admit it's pretty cool. I'd like to use it. No, we're dropping the student's amulet. We don't need an extra amulet. Let's take the wand of water breathing and throw it in our big-ass bag of wands here. So this one, when we use it, it's only got 3 charges right now. Of course, it'll recharge as we go because we have advanced wand lore. When we use it, all incoming drowning damage gets reduced to 0 for the next 90 turns. Pretty useful, especially if you want to dive for treasure under the water or something. We saw before when we hit that bubbling creek bed, we got water walking. That's different from water breathing. It's better in some ways and worse in some ways. Better in that when you're water walking, you're also not affected by currents. This will not protect us from the currents. We still might get swept away in different directions. But worse in the sense that while you're water walking, you can't deliberately dive under the water to get stuff under the water because you're literally repelled from the water. Whereas with this, we can dive just fine and not take damage. Both of them will prevent drowning damage, but shit. This is a booby trap. An erasure trap. Oh, geez, one of the spells we really rely on, guys. Our absorb life energy spell fades from our spell book. Good news is we can learn a new spell now. Bad news is we lost that one. Thank God we have a lot of other... We have Acid Jet, we have Invisible Hammer, a couple of other ways to do direct damage if we need it. So it looks like if you want over this, it's either jump over the narrow open spiked pit with a 46% chance, or go through the pendulum blade with only an 18% chance. We're probably going to take the pit. Not yet. Let's see what else is up here first. Maybe there's another way around. There's another one of those fractured walls I could tunnel through, but why would I bother? When I can just go under this rusted door and find out there's nothing in there. These are just bars. We can see through them. We can't walk through them. Some things can go through bars, like oozes and jellies and snakes and stuff. Snakes and stuff can go through bramble as well, because they just slither through the little openings. I could teleport. I want to try the Anywhere But Here perk first. No, before we do that, in case we don't ever want to come back to this side of things, let's try a few different tricks. Let's go here and try our Wand of Intuition to find out if this is booby-trapped. This will automatically tell us because it's 100% successful. So that is not a booby trap. It's a tiny health potion. Do we need it? Yeah, let's go ahead and, just in case the other booby trap does a lot of damage, let's go ahead and drink it. Right now. Let me move some stuff around on my desk, guys. I'm juggling like too much crap in too little space. Alright, so that means one of these two is a booby trap. The way we're going to find it out, actually they both might be. The way we're going to find it out is go here and try Intuition. Because this will not detect this one. So if this says no booby traps, we know this one's safe, we know this one is not. If this says this is a booby trap, it doesn't mean this is also not a booby trap. I can't think of a way to test that one where we're not adjacent to this as well. But let's try it for now. Wand of Intuition. So that one's totally safe. That means this one's the booby trap. Another gold earring, guys. Got a couple of those. Got a pair. Oh, did we drop one over here? We dropped the other one over here. What did we pick up? Let's go ahead and use our high power scroll. Find out what it is the hard way. Hopefully it's not cursed. Ooh. It's an open dimensional portal spell. Nothing seems to happen, so it didn't work. But did we retain it? No, we did not. That could have opened a vortex that would let us go to different areas, different levels, special levels and stuff, but it didn't work. Doesn't always work. Right, let's try the anywhere but here perk. There you go. We got beyond that that little area, up to here. Another throne. We got another Woodwose. This one's got the red swirl, so it's a hero or like a unique. It's a boss. This is Eyes in the Woods, a Woodwose hero. Got a higher attack and a higher health than normal. He'll drop 2 items when he gets killed. Those won't necessarily be spellbooks or anything. They'll be more like weapons or armor. Could still be a map. Ooh, we got another trinket called a Mythic Carved Bracelet Set. We'll look at that in a second. And a map. There you go. And we leveled up. We got 2 intelligence, 2 max health, health restored, 10 attribute points, gained 2 skill points. 2 skill points, yay. I know exactly how I'm going to use those too. New racial perk, We Are Wily. This perk grants you a 33% chance to avoid becoming confused whenever that would happen. We saw ourselves get confused with that trap way back when. Right now, a 33% chance of avoiding that if it happens. Let's put it all into strength just for now. Want to be able to carry more gold and stuff. And we have 2 skill points. Again, we could take a rogue skill. Or we could divide it among these. One moment, I need some water. Joseph and Mary. It's dry in this goddamn house. We're at negative 18 degrees outside, guys. Negative 18. That's Celsius, not Fahrenheit. So that's about, I don't know what the hell that is for you guys. Pretty fucking cold, I think, if you're American. I'm curious. I'm going to tell you right now. Sorry, I'm going to waste your time by looking up Fahrenheit to Celsius. No, Celsius to Fahrenheit. Celsius to... Yeah, there you go. Negative 18. In American terms, it's a... Oh, it's only negative 0.4 degrees in Fahrenheit. Still freaking cold, I think. Anyways, back to the game. So that means the heaters are cranked full blast, like the furnace, and is drying the house out. Now, we could get a rogue skill, or we could put one into several different things. I know what I want. We definitely need traveling skill. Oh, it's already expert. All the better, guys. That's where I was going to put some points. I'm not going to put points there. I'm going to put it all into history. Because we do have this thing here. So what does history do for us at the advanced level? Untrained history, no effect. Advanced history grants a 50% chance. We can avoid the negative effects of archways, fountains, mirrors, mosaics, pools, tapestries, and thrones. It also increases our odds of success when we interact with a coat of arms square. So if this thing is cursed, much less likely to have a problem with it. Among other things, of course. You know what? Let's raise this guy. Let's raise dead. Not animate dead, because he's a giant type, but raise dead will get him up on his feet. And killing that giant weasel for us. Giant weasel could have burrowed through walls. As a matter of fact, it did up here. You can see a bunch of places it was casually exploring and causing vandalism. So let the zombie go kill that giant mosquito. This is a swooping giant mosquito. It's got the distance strike ability. Nothing here. Let's go in the darned throne. Alright, so there you go. History tells you this is a cursed throne. Sitting on it will lower one of your primary attributes. Do you wish to do so anyway? No. And there you go. We can't sit in it again. It's still used, but it didn't have this effect. Scraps, don't need that. Let's look at the Mythic Carved Bracelet Set. So this is worth 340 gold pieces if we sell it. It does take up 2 inventory slots. That said, these are only, 220 combined. So let's drop the 2 gold earrings. Take the Mythic Carved Bracelet Set instead. Takes up 2 inventory slots and is worth more. I can't tell you how unlucky we've been in terms of smugglers. Usually you see a lot more than this by now. We've only saw the one and he was dead. Rex Tooth Dart of Pummeling. It's got a special enchantment. I think the pummeling is... it would double our chance of bashing open locked and barricaded doors if that was equipped. Not going to take it right now. What do we got here? This is poison gas. Let's stay away from that. Got a giant centipede here. Can we lure it up to the zombie? Is that possible? It's faster than us, darn it. And it's also stupid. Like, it's animal intelligence, so it's going to be keeping its distance. By the time we get to the damn zombie, it may be alright, it's gone. I think we're going to have to kill it ourselves. It's going to be too hard to lure this thing up. Shit. It can poison us, mildly. Let's hit it with an acid jet. There, it's dead. don't want the gold yet. That's right. All right, let's get to a temple if we can. Do we know where the temple is? The temple's way the hell over here. How do we get there? We got to go up and around here. We got to go through the smoke. Not a big deal. We can gust of wind it. Get down here. Okay. And then we got a sarcophagus here. We can open it in a minute. We'll come back to that in a minute. Just gust of wind. You can see he wants to get beyond that thing to get somebody, but he can't. He's a monster. What we got here is a rock throwing baboon, distance strike. We got a 26% chance to hit it. Let's acid jet it anyway, which leaves us, of course, now with a 36% chance to hit it because we lowered its defense by 10. You see its defense is now written in red. That shows you that it's lower than it should be. Our Golem Foe staff is not going to hold up much longer. Let's take a look at it. It's down to 19% condition. We're going to have to switch over to a different weapon soon. Tiny health potion, might as well. We're nowhere near leveling up, and we could use it. I did recall one thing I didn't do in the last game that I had an opportunity to do, and I was stupid and didn't do it. We found that Malevian holy symbol, and we had a shrine to Maleviak right there. I could have prayed with a 100% success rate. It wouldn't have mattered. Her effect that she gave us wouldn't have lasted long enough to have an effect, her vampirism, but it would have pleased Talltiowardan, so I still should have done it. Let's go drop this stuff off. Oh, that's not the damn temple. It's a fountain. Let's get this gold. Let's try and see what's in here. Maybe there's some useful gems in here. Yeah, 50 gold gems. The idol did come to life, guys. So the problem, of course, is we're now facing a pretty tough foe that has 100% physical resistance. Now our Golem Foe staff can hit it, but it still has a defense of 69, so it's hard. We have a 10% chance to hit it. Let's acid jet it as much as we can to cause it damage and to bring its defense down. That's as much as we can. We've run out of spell points, guys. What is it at? We have a 14% chance to hit it now. I don't think we have any more any ways to get our spell points back just now. Let's life absorb it. It does have, of course, it is a diabolic. This will piss off Talltiowardan, but it's worth a lot of experience, so I'm going to do it anyway. It does have 27% resistance to our magic, so that kind of sucks. Almost out of charges here. Last chance. Resisted it. Alright, let's keep going with our staff for now. We'll walk around, see if we can find a way to get some spell points back. Got the riddle answered. Got 20 gold worth of gems there. Dexterity potion, that would help right now because it'll pump up our dexterity, give us plus 50 dexterity. That'll be plus 50 to hit. So let's drop the Mythic Carve bracelet set for a second. Let's pick up the dexterity potion, hope it's not befouled. Let's move towards this guy so we get the maximum amount of time. It'll only last for 30 turns. Go ahead and chug it. There you go, dexterity raised. Oh, we did get the Mage Helm effect there, guys. Don't forget, we do have that awkward cloth cap of safety. So at some point we got hit. I wasn't even paying attention. Had to cast Mage Helm for us. It gives us 30 extra defense. Great time to fight him right now. He's got less chance to hit us than he otherwise might. Let's hope the quarterstaff holds out long enough to kill him. I don't know. We're getting pretty hurt. Disregard potion. I should have done this before. Potion of invulnerability. For the next 31 turns, we have 100% physical resistance. He can't hurt us. You see he's doing 0 damage when he hits us. I should have done that at the start of combat. Alright, pissed her off, but he's dead. We got 197 experience there. We got our Mythic Carved bracelet set back. Alright, let's go find out what's in this desk, should we? Could be trapped. I wouldn't mind drinking here because it could heal us, but it could also poison us, and we're really pretty low on health here. Let's go up here. Oh, we don't have enough for a gust of wind anymore. Damn it. Alright, let's go find out what's in here. Empty. Yeah, if we drink here and it's poisoned, guys, well, we do have the jewel weed. That could help us, but it won't necessarily save us. We could, though, pray to her. Maybe she'd send us some stuff to help heal us. Let's do this. That's a Fountain of Strength. We gained 1 point of strength. Better than nothing. Alright, we gotta get... You only drink once per fountain, guys. Alright, I can stand here all day waiting for the smoke to shift, but of course it may disappear from the square finally and then appear here, and I've got to deal with it. So let's just dive through it. Hope we don't get choking, but we did. Let's try this first. It's a stone sarcophagus. No, let's try this first. Talk about it in a minute. 38 gold. Son of a bitch. Maybe buy the smoke again. It's clear. Alright, let's hold on here for a second. Ah, I was dumb. Had a lot of gems there I didn't realize we had. God damn, we're almost dead, guys. You haven't seen this before, by the way. When you get low enough in your health, this kicks in to help warn you. If for some reason you find this this screen pulsing offensive, you can press O for options or just go to the options menu with your left click here. There is a way to turn it off. There you go. Then it's gone. It'll still make the heartbeat sound to remind you, but the effect will be gone. A lot of people don't like it. I get that. Fuck me. We're probably... We're almost up a level. When we get up a level, we'll get all our health back. I don't know if we're going to make it up a level before we get out of here. Here's a clear spot. Yay! Our 44 experience for that. We only need 7 more experience points, guys. 7 more and we are out of here. This thing only spreads smoke up to 3 squares away, so we can hold on for a second to see if it clears. There you go. We're going to try the stone sarcophagus. This could be the end of us, of course. So here's the deal with it. It has, just like that stone coffer, an unknown strength rating associated. It picked a random number when it generated the stone sarcophagus between 3 and 300. If our strength is equal to or higher than the number when we try to lift the lid, we will succeed. Otherwise, we will fail. If we succeed, it's got inside it 2 to 20 times the dungeon level worth of gold pieces, or, alternatively, if not that, 1 or 2 trinkets. Also, a 25% chance you release a random undead monster. The monster will not be level dependent. Now, I did expressly say it there. The monster will not be level dependent, but other times I just say a random monster. If it doesn't specifically say a level appropriate monster, then it means it's not taking into account the level. If I had space to do it, I decided to do it. I couldn't get it open anyway. Alright, so we got to get to the stairs or however we're getting off this level as fast as possible. That means going back through the smoke one more time. Let's run around to the edge here. Alright, you got a clear path. Let's run for it. Yep. Okay. We got to get beyond... Fuck. This or this to get to the stairs. We don't have our anywhere perk, but here perk anymore. We do have the ability to cast Blink in theory, but we don't have any spell points. Not enough, anyway. Is there any way we can think of to get our spell points back? Let's check and see if there's any miracles she has that'll help us. Well, of course there is, actually. I guess we are going to do this. We're going to go to the edge of this. I'd like to show you more miracles in play than the ones you've seen. And we've mostly just used Gluttony. Maybe you've only used Gluttony. But nonetheless, that's what's maybe going to save us now. Again, it says 15 faith points here. I got to fix that after this game. It's actually 45 faith points. Let's make sure it happens. We're at 234. When we click it, does it drop it to, I don't know, less than 200? Got the sunflower seeds. And yes, okay, so it's working now. The sunflower seeds we can eat. That'll help us. It'll give us back... you can see here some of the quotes working. So we eat the sunflower seeds once. By activating it, it will heal 2% to 8% of our max health. It will also restore 20% to 60% of our max spell points, which would enable us to potentially teleport beyond all this shit. We'll also become sated for 50 turns, so we won't be able to eat. So what we're going to do right now, I'm going to save the game just in case there's a break. Let me press Q to save it. Yes. I'm going to load it again, just because I haven't seen sated in action, right? What if we try it and it fucks up the game? At least we'll be able to save scum to get that back. I'm going to eat the sunflower seeds. Heals 5 points of damage and restored 42 spell points. When I click OK, hopefully we'll see a negative effect kick in right here. Let's find out. Yep, there it is. It glowed appropriately. It's pulsing appropriately. If I point at it, it says sated. This icon indicates that your character is too full to eat more. While sated, you cannot eat any food, though you may still drink. You will remain sated for a further 49 turns. Let's find out if right-clicking gets rid of it. Yeah, you're no longer sated, so that's all working. That's good. I don't... fuck me. I don't yet know, of course, if... I didn't need to do that, of course. I didn't need to... I could have just stayed sated and kept moving. I just wanted to test stuff while I could. Oh! Look at that guy's problem. The number did not disappear. Or the sated icon did not disappear. I'm going to go fix that right now. I'm going to return to the game. You're not even going to notice I'm gone. It'll be the blink of an eye. But I'm going to go repair that. I'll have to manually turn that off right now because there's no way to turn it off once it gets to the point where it's at. Which is that it's remains sated for a further 0 turn. Let's find out. Actually, let's pass our turn. No. Alright, so I'm going to quit and save. I will get rid of that. I'll fix it. I'll make sure that when you right-click it and it goes away, it really does go away. And then I'll return in the blink of an eye. This is the way the game improves, guys. I gotta introduce stuff and then test it until I find out if it works. I just don't usually test it like that with you watching. See it in a second. Alright, once more I am back, guys. I fixed that problem. Let's load it back up. It was very simple. I had a call to remove good icon when I meant remove bad icon. So hopefully that's the last of the problems we'll have with that, but it's gone for now. Let's continue our game, and hopefully we'll get a chance to test that again later. Now, we did eat that thing that gave us enough to cast Blink. Let's blink around a few times, try and get past this danger zone. There you go. And that means we can get to the stairs, right? Yes. Oh, starting to vent, guys. The heavy scent of chlorine fills your nostrils. There's a surge of poison gas building below the floors of this level. It could burst forth at any time. Your safest bet might be to get far from here now. Poison gas fissures will continue to appear as long as you remain on this level. Every turn, a 1 in 30 chance a new one appears somewhere. Let's get out of here. For the sake of it, let's try and please Talltiowardan. There you go. Made her happy. Got our spell points back. Let's stand right here really quickly. Actually, right on the stairs itself. And we'll cast Create Mundane Item a bunch of times. If poison starts performing, we will get out of here. Got a candle. Kindling, we don't need that as a way to... That's a mundane item we can use to rekindle burnt out fires. You know what lamp oil is? We saw it before. Empty bucket. You can fill that with water and you can use it to douse flames around you. That's kind of neat, actually. Could be useful. Goblin explosives. We'll take a look at that. A bandage. Bandage might be useful. Candelabra is probably better than our candle. Alright, let's look at what we got here. Let's drop the candle. Do not descend the stairs. No. Yes, we want to retrieve stuff. So, the candle will burn for 1,440 turns. Extends our sight range to 6 squares. So 1 square further than we can see initially, and more than 1 square if we're down and it's darker. Candelabra does exactly the same thing, but to 7 squares, so better. We're not going to use the trap kits. We're not trained enough. If we try to use this, we'll probably kill ourselves with it, so let's not do it. Bandage we could do. Activate it once. It restores 3 to 15 health, but can only be used if your health is currently within 30 of your max health. Wouldn't help us right now. Goblin explosives, we can use whenever we want. It'll blow up in our hands. Makes us a suicide bomber almost. It causes 5 to 30 explosive damage to us and to any monster in our square and to every monster in any adjacent square. Also a 50% chance of starting a fire in our square and in each adjacent square. Could be useful for taking out mass groups of monsters, but also could hurt us a lot. Between all of these, it's either the empty bucket, the candelabra to me. I think I'm going with the candelabra for now. And let's go ahead and go down the stairs. Say yes. Bloodlust. A vicious bloodlust has come over you. Until you leave this map, all combat kills generate an extra 15% experience. Alright. That's a good one. Got a jewelry merchant here. Let's go ahead and turn on our candelabra. You can see a little further. This guy's probably going to be killed by the mist lizard. Unless we're really lucky. I'll go right and hope we can keep him away. Right, let's go. That son of a bitch moved because he had animal intelligence. Let's get him away from it. Wait a minute. You know what? Let's just kill this guy with our staff. I was gonna be all fancy and summon, turn that guy into a zombie. I think our probably our quarterstaff just broke. Something just broke. Level up, get all the usual stuff except for only one skill point. Got a new class perk, guys, Death Magic. This perk lowers the spell point cost of any necromancy spell you cast by 15%. This is what I was talking about earlier when I said eventually we're going to get a perk that helps with necromancy spells. They're cheaper for us now than they were before. And we leveled up. Let's figure out what we want to do with this skill point. I think we're going with Thaumaturgy. That'll give us base spell points. Basic gives us base spell points equal to our intelligence, though this will be further modified by the dungeon level. Advanced Thaumaturgy increases those spell points by 25%, so we have more spell points now. Doesn't raise our immediate spell points apparently, just our maximum, but there you go. Let's put this up to 60 so we can learn advanced warrior skills in theory. Start putting our dexterity up as well. We spent this, didn't we, just a second ago? Thaumaturgy. Okay, let's start walking around. I was thinking about bartering, maybe because I can hear a smuggler out there. Now we're obviously in a confined space. There is a fractured wall. We can go out right here. It'll cave in on our head probably because we don't have mining skill. There might be a secret door here. I'm going to check really quick. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't want to do it too long because I'm also going to try bumping into them to see if it's illusory. No. Ah, son of it. That's why I didn't want to take too long. I think the smuggler just got eaten. I waited too long, guys. Hopefully that wasn't him. Maybe there's another guy who got killed, but I think it was probably him. Damn it. Tattered loincloth, don't need it just now. Maybe we do, actually. New spell. Let's learn that one, Flame Sword. That's pretty good. Let's drop the mythic carved bracelet set that we would have sold to the smuggler. Learn this. 35 spell points. This spell adds 1 to 3 heat damage to that caused by your first equipped weapon, and extends your sight range to 6 squares, if it's less than 6 squares, of course. Both for 30 turns. Basically, sets our weapon on fire with a magic type of glow. Let's go ahead and use the mage's hatchet for now. Yeah, the quarterstaff, you can see, finally hit 0%. Easy riddle. Got a small axe if we want it. Has minus 18 to hit, does 1 to 15 damage. Pretty good damage compared to our quarterstaff is only doing 1 to 5, right? And on top of that, it's only one-handed, so we could use a shield if we wanted to, but I'm going to stick with what I got for now. Let's get some gems here. 2 gold worth. Well, let's go back and animate this guy. We'll use the actual animate dead. He is a person, so this will actually work on him. Let's go ahead and use animate dead for 25 spell points. Skeleton's trying to get something over here. It's close to something over here. It's trying to lure these guys down to where the skeleton can see them. Or at least that guy. That is a ratling. It's a goblinoid / animal. It's got a much better chance to hit us than we do to hit it. It's got a health of 11, 10% chance of causing tsunami fever when it hits. That's a disease that would have our dexterity. The skeleton may not be able to take it. We're getting to the point where our minions may not be tough enough. It's running away, though. Our skeleton's dead. Let's use our perk, Raise Dead, on this to get a zombie. That's the other difference between Raise Dead and Animate Dead, of course, is that Raise Dead automatically results in a zombie. Animate Dead is 50% zombie, 50% skeleton. There, I killed it. So it walked up there, and something cast Acid Jet on it. I'm guessing there's a poltergeist, because it's invisible. Could be a shade. I'm guessing it was a poltergeist. Could be a shade. And it zapped him with acid and killed him, damn it. Whatever it is trying to get across the rocks. I can hear it. So, yeah, it's a Poltergeist Archmage. It cast Mage Helm on itself, so its defense went up. We hit it nonetheless. Let's go ahead and Acid Jet it and return before it scatters our inventory. It's dead. Got a Mage Helm spellbook and an Amulet of Determination. We are now the sworn enemy of all undead. All such monsters now permanently have plus 20 to hit us and cause 50% more damage. Remember, we started with hatred. Now we're also their sworn enemy. That's as bad as it can get. Plus 20 to hit and 50% more damage. Killing more of them is not going to cause a difference. Ah! What's happening? Your acid jet spell fades from your spellbook. I know probably what's happening. I won't spoil it for you. The one good news in that, I don't want to lose acid jet, but we can learn Mage Helm now. Oh, if we drop something first. Drop the Book of Riddles. Pick up Mage Helm. Let's learn that spell. That is 40 spell points. It'll raise our defense by 30 for 60 turns. What about this Amulet of Determination? We'd have to swap out our Amulet of Relaxation for it. 25% chance to avoid experience or spell drain, and minus 25% lost if we fail. I think I'm going to stick with the Relaxation one. I don't know, it's pretty good, the Relaxation Amulet. But for now, I'll stick with Relaxing. If we had more space, I would carry both and just put on the Relaxing Amulet right before I went down a level to get its effect and then swap it out, but I don't have enough space to carry multiple shit. Let's run away from this guy for the moment. Shit, I just thought of something. I didn't even notice it happen in the moment, guys. Animate Dead is also gone. When we cast it, it disappeared from our spellbook. If I had noticed that, I wouldn't have cast Acid Jet, of course. I guess I wasn't paying attention. Damn it. We can no longer cast Animate Dead. Or we can. Both of our original spells we started the game with are lost. We still have Summon Minor Fiend. We don't want to cast it right now. I almost did like an idiot. Let's not do that right now. Obviously, whenever we cast a spell, it's getting erased. Let's figure out why. This would be an area that's designated as internally designated as a classroom. There's desks like that. That's how the game sees it. There it is. Fucking glyph. Glyph of Spell Erasure. As long as one of these squares exists on a map, every time you cast a spell after it takes effect, it will be erased from your spellbook. Spells cast from scrolls, wands, staves, rods, or other items will not be affected. Entering the square will destroy the glyph. Non-flying guys entering it does the same. So hopefully we can cast spells again without losing spells. Damn it. Let's go ahead and hit this guy with an invisible hammer. He's dead. Let's take this guy on with our axe. Other guy too. Comes another warrior, damn it. Warrior's only unique thing is that you'll see they have their health is based on the dungeon level. They're a standard person monster, no special abilities other than the deeper that you encounter them, the higher their health will be. Fuck, something else broke. What broke? Our tattered loincloth. Didn't we just find one of those? Let's drop our torn apart underwear here. Put on this one. It's Christmas, new underwear. We had a 1% better chance to hit the other guy. Why? What's different about this guy? I thought we had a 13% chance to hit that other guy. Maybe not. Maybe only on 12. I'll have to look at it later. If not, I'm not sure what the difference is. It seems kind of odd. Let's just leave him alone for now. Got a coffin here. Let's go ahead and open it. Evil act. Yay. Got some gems. Released a coffin dweller in the process. He's dead, but is he staying dead? Nope, he's back on his feet. Back on his feet. Alright, he stayed dead that time. Got a spell book, Wall of Fog. I think it's a cantrip, isn't it? It's brand new. It only appeared in this last update. It's a really, really shitty spell, but it's better than nothing. Let's pick it up. It's for a cantrip, so it's free, right? It's not going to take up any of our inventory slots. Let's take a look at it. Wall of Fog, low power aromancy is a cantrip. It only costs 3 spell points to cast. The spell requires you to select an adjacent square in a 3x1 pattern. From that point, each unoccupied empty space becomes mists. Cantrips don't count towards known spells count. So what is it useful for? It's useful for 2 purposes. I'm not going to use it right now. If I cast it, say here, this square, and this square would become mist. It blocks line of sight, so if a monster is far enough away that it couldn't hear us, it would no longer be able to see us, maybe it'd give up the chase. But also, when you're standing in mist, your odds of hitting somebody and their odds of hitting you are halved. So, if you only had 10% chance to hit somebody, say, and it had a 60% chance of you hitting you, you could go in that fog. You'd still have a 10% chance because it can't get lower than that. It would only have a 30% chance of hitting you, as an example. It has its uses in certain circumstances. Like now, let's go ahead and use it now, for the sake of it, just to see it in action. 3 spell points. I'll pick here. Oh, it doesn't. It won't fill in where he's standing, but it doesn't matter. We're not using it for that purpose. This one did not become a wall. Might be an error with the Wall of Fog. I will look it up. Wall of Fog. This one wouldn't have become it because he was standing there. This one did. This one did not. Or actually, it's not even necessarily true. Walls of Fog, of course, can wink out of existence, right? They fade, just like any other mist or smoke, so it won't last forever. It might have come into play and then disappeared immediately as possible, but it failed its role. You can see he's only got a 12% chance to hit us in here. Is that right? Does that make sense? Or is there a problem with mist? Out here, he's got 47% chance. In here, he should have half the normal odds, which is what? Like 23.5 or something. Oh, it's gone now, darn it. Unless there's other math that I'm not thinking of that's coming into play. I'm going to write down Wall of Fog. Actually, let's try this again, just to see, just to test it. Get away from him. I'm going to cast Wall of Fog right here. Alright, it did all 3 squares, so I guess that's working okay. But the lowering of to hit in, let me note this up here, mist to hit question mark. I'll put a big star next to that. I'm not sure if there's an error there or if there's math I'm not thinking of that's making this accurate. Fuck, something broke of ours. Our canvas gloves of agility broke, guys. Not a good time for that to happen. Switch over to our, no, stick with what we got for the moment. Almost got him. 2 more damage and we got him. As soon as his mist fades, we'll probably switch away. There, got him. Yeah, I'll look it up in between. I'm not sure if there's something going on there or not. Let's pick up, I guess, this. Let's start depositing stuff. We might have to start saving spell points, guys, to get our repair skill up. Unless we get lucky enough to find some sort of magic that'll get the job done. The quickening ring, if we had it on, kind of like our thing that gives us mage helm every once in a while when we get hit. If we get hit, 10% chance this ring casts haste. Let's pick up the Prayer of Punish Weakling. This got buffed a while back. It didn't it? Maybe not. Instantly kills any monster in your square with a level of 3 or less. Obviously not very useful once again. This is level 4. I don't think it should work. I could have sworn I raised it to level 5 or less. Let's find out if I just didn't change the text in the prayer. His miracle won't affect this monster as it's too powerful. I guess I didn't change it. And then it said no target. I guess. All right, that is not the bug I thought I was encountering there, but there is a bug there. So let me write this down. So because we already knew what Punish Weakling does, what it should have said is no target and not did anything, and that's why the prayer wouldn't disappear. It couldn't affect it. It knows it. It should have told us that. Instead, it went through the rigmarole of the sound effects and said, hey, it won't affect it, and then said no target and didn't disappear. Shouldn't make the sound effect. Sound effect, etc. Inapplicable. Alright, I'll get that in between games, guys. Like I said, there's always something. I'm probably not going to carry that for long. We don't really need it. I just thought it might be useful for this guy if it happened to kill him. But it won't. That's a really useful spell in the first couple of levels of the game, and then becomes rapidly useless. Got some gold in that desk. Nothing in that one. Let's find out what this is. It was a booby trap, a steam burst trap. Turns some spaces to steam. The steam can burn us. We took 2 heat damage. Let's get off it and wait till it fades. There you go. There's where the smuggler was. He's dead. 4 gold worth of silver. Let's run and drop that off right away. There you go. Got all our health back. I should have fought that guy. That was dumb. I should have fought that guy because if we took damage, We would have got it all back when we healed. I wasn't paying attention to how close we were. Got a new racial perk. We have a small appetite. This perk grants a 15% chance that any non-meat food you eat does not disappear from your inventory. All into dexterity, I think, guys. Let's go with expert thaumaturgy. The maximum spell points we can. Oh, I was going to say interesting. We just got our dexterity up. We still only have a 12% chance, but of course we had 10 more dexterity a minute ago because we had the gloves on. Now with the gloves gone, we're just back to where we were. There's a darting mist lizard. He's got the distance strike. Found a strength potion. We can drink that to get 50 extra strength for 120 turns. Unless it's befouled, of course. Poison gas, damn it. Damn it. I should have dropped something before I did that. Let's drop the quickening ring. Why should I have dropped something before we did that? This is talk optimal strategy with the way the current game is. Eventually I'd like to have gas be able to leak into any square. It can't. Squares can only be one thing. So if that square is an object, that square cannot also be poison gas, i.e. I knew 100% that the gas could not spread to that square. But now that square is just empty space where poison gas can spread to. With a small shield laying here. So let's pick that up. Alright, let's go ahead and equip that. That'll give us 12 extra defense. Want to get by this? Let's try our anywhere but here perk. Didn't work, unfortunately. We're still this side of it. Wherever we get beyond it, we're not coming back, probably. We have the gust of wind, of course. We could use that. Let's use that for now. It'll only clear up to here, maybe, I think, though. Get rid of some of the gas. Let's get past it while the getting's good. No, it's filling in behind us. That was a web trap. Turned everything to web. We got to break out of this web. With our crappy strength, we only have 6% chance each time we try. Just holding down the north key. Alright. There's a locked jewelry thing. There'd be like amulets and rings in there, but we can't open it. Magician's trunk. Could have magic items in it. But it doesn't. I'm not going back through that gas. Do I want to? Yeah, maybe I can. As long as we got our gust of wind still. We got enough to cast it a few times. Let's hack our way through the web again. Because of the way gas works, it'll only spread to things there's a line of sight to, so it'll never spread to here. So we only need 3 squares of clearance to get by it, as long as it doesn't happen to fill in when we're running through it. It's a little bit risky, but we'll get a little extra gold out of it theoretically, so it's worth a shot. Shouldn't have done it this way. Should I have? Sure. For the sake of 7 experience, it probably was a dumb move, to be honest with you. Whew. Alright, we're not going back. We got 60 gold out of that. I don't see anywhere else to go, guys. There probably is a place. It's unlikely that this entire part of the map is unused. It might be. There might be a secret door along here, or along here, or along here, or anywhere. I'm not going back through there. I'm going to try and quickly search some of these walls, just in case. But I don't know. It could be anywhere in here, anywhere down here. Or there's not really anything over here. It's possible. Let's try it. Let's start here. We'll search this square, and this square by passing our turn. It was for 10 turns or so. Move over to here and do it. Yeah, I know. We're getting out of here soon. Acid rain, guys. Magical clouds have formed overhead, and they suddenly let loose with a misting of green-tinged acidic rainfall. It's not enough to harm you in low concentrations, but as this stuff begins to pool, you realize it does pose a long-term threat. Watch out for the acid pools that are forming. I guess we're not going to continue searching, guys. It's not worth the risk. There's probably nothing in those walls. You never know, but probably not. It also could be an illusory wall if we stuck around and watched for flickers, but let's get out of here. It's time to leave anyway. Before we go, we have no more spell points. Nothing to cast anything worthwhile. None of these things are going to help us. I haven't filled in those 2 squares. Couldn't fill in that one because it's not empty space. Want to go down the stairs? Yeah, I do. And that's what we're going to call it, guys. I've got to get out and run some errands. My car needs an oil change, so despite the negative 18-degree weather, I got to get over to the service station and get it fixed. So, I hope you have a lovely day wherever you are. I've got a little list of things to fix here, as always. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Hope you're enjoying the behind-the-scenes peek at how I fumble my way through new additions to the game and have to fix it. But hopefully it's working now. We'll find out, I guess, with the new Satiety system, whether or not it's functioning as we continue to play. None of the stuff that I'm doing here obviously affects you right now. This is not in the current update. It won't be out for another 2.5 months. More than that, actually, a little closer to 3 months before any of this reaches you, for the record. Any of the new stuff that I'm talking about. All right, have a good day wherever you are. Bye.